into today's video, I want to let you know that the Razzle Dazzle shirts are back in stock, so be sure to pick one up after the video. I hope you've been enjoying the rebuild series on the old Razzle Dazzle here. We also have these brand new hoodies available as well. I don't think we have too many of these left, but these will be on the website as well. Thank you guys for the support, and let's get to razzling and dazzling. The end of the video didn't go so well. Just a spoiler.
That's a little sketchy.
What, the brakes?
Yeah. The brakes are not good.
Still have good oil pressure. Yep. Hell yeah, dude. I wish we had some more snow because it's going right to the dirt. And we got a good like 8 inches, but it's been melting over the last few days. But dude, she's ripping with the paddles.
Dude, she's a ripper.
She's back, baby.
We back. You want to drive it?
Yeah, I'll give her a little rippy rip.
This thing hauls.
Nothing like breaking the motor in with a little boost.
Oh, shit. That's a big piece of metal there, buddy. Dude, ripper. I wish we had more snow. For real. Just digging right up to the dirt. Yep, it's pretty bare out here now.
Yes, dude, the Razzle's back.
Do a little drifty action.
Oh, we tore this place up. It's actually a 3-seater.
It's not stopping.
Got a tow rope in there?
There should be something in here. It's been a hot minute since I've been in this.
Oh, what about this cut? What about this bow?
Oh, that's, yeah.
Do you care about that one?
No, that'd be alright.
We could drag somebody in this little boat right here. We got a sled right here. Should we throw it on there?
Just hold it. That'd be alright.
Yeah, I just don't know how to steer, but it's gonna be interesting.
No.
Yeah, you might like tip over when it starts to steer. So we might have to tie the rope to it later, but we'll try it for now.
Okay. You'll try it for now.
I'll try it for
Here
now.
you go, buddy. I'll take that.
Here we go.
Good luck. Can you hand me those gloves too? There's like no snow left. This is a bad idea. Oh my God. Oh, I just got so muddy. You're caked. It's basically just mud sledding.
It's mud sledding.
There's no snow left.
The roots are crazy.
Dude, we hit the old ruts from before and it's like impossible to hold on.
Are you okay?
Holy shit.
That looked like it hurt.
Holy shit.
That looked like it hurt.
Oh, I've never felt boost kicking on a sled before.
I know, he punched it in the roots. I lost you.
Dude, that just came out from under me. It's pulling out from under you? There's no holding on to that.
I hit it a little hard, no lie.
How's your little rip, dude?
Well, I took a little tumble. It's nothing bad. A couple little scratches on the side there. Luckily, we didn't hit one of those big rocks we saw earlier.
Right.
But this morning, it was great. There was quite a bit of snow. If we got this thing running like 2 days ago, that would have been ideal. But today, it was more of just, you know, getting drugged through the mud.
Yeah.
A lot of the snow has melted. It's warming back up.
And I was gonna say, this morning when I came in, the road out front of this place was completely iced.
And now they're all
it's
clear.
completely dry.
Yeah, and we also got her a little dirty, if you look in here, so we're gonna need to give this thing a bath. We're calling it there for today. We wanna drive it more, but it's just gonna get dirtier and dirtier, so we're gonna wait for it to dry off outside, and we'll take it back out. And we're also probably going to wait and put this thing back on the dyno, because there's some spots in the tune that are still really rich, and it breaks up in some spots down low. Up top it's ripping just fine, but we want to get it back on the dyno and just go through it, and then also just kind of see what kind of power it's making. Maybe turn it up a little bit, because we did fully build the engine, so we could turn it up.
2,000 or bust.
Yeah, I thought it was 1,000 or bust last time. You're doubling up on me, but I'd be happy to see like 500 realistically. If we can make like 500 wheel horsepower in this thing, that would be sick. But yeah, other than that, she's ripping, boys. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a video on its own, but we might just come back and get it on the dyno and then just kind of merge all this stuff together. So
No, I will not be here tomorrow.
oh yeah, Wyatt's actually flying out tomorrow. I'll be hanging out in Colorado for a little longer, but Witt's off
back to Florida.
and then I'll be meeting up with him in about a week and a half. I'll be back down there as well. And then, oh yeah, it sucks we didn't get to use the snowboard too. That would have been real bad.
You would have broken it.
Would have died. But yep, that's it for right now, boys. We're gonna park her and then come back tomorrow, wash it off, and get her on the dyno.
Yes, sir.
All right, boys, we're back at the shop, and it is a cold one today, but I'm out here getting the Razzle Dazzle all ready to go for the dyno today. I got her power washed off, got all that mud out of there from yesterday, and we went ahead and got the paddle tires pulled off of this thing and just got our rollers on there so we can go ahead and get this thing on the dyno and see how she does. There's some tuning that needs to be done, like we just said, and I'm really excited to see what kind of numbers this thing can put down. I'm probably gonna turn it up a little bit because we didn't build the motor for nothing, but they're just getting the dyno cleared out right now, and we're gonna go ahead, throw this thing on, see what happens, boys. Definitely a cold one today, guys. It's like 15 degrees out. Look at all that condensation.
Yeah, we can just suck it over that way a little bit.
All right, boys, the Razzle is on the dyno. We have been going through some low RPM tuning,
Yep,
just letting it run, and Brent's been going through it. And now we're getting ready to make some of our first pulls here and see what happens.
Yeah.
So we got to let it get a little pulled over more on this side because she's a little crooked, so we're going to get the rollers going and suck it this way a little more, get it straightened out, and we're going to start laying into boost here, see what happens.
Finally.
Get her dazzling again.
Get her razzling and dazzling.
On the first rip, and it was spinning. Yeah. It was spinning hard.
It's fun. I didn't make a full yet either. No, it's fun too.
380, I think that's a new record. I think it made 370 something last time.
What would it make?
380.
Okay, and I didn't make a full rip yet either, because it started running away a little bit, so I backed out.
Okay, yeah, we need to get some Dyno sauce on there. She was,
Yeah, she just roasted the tires.
dude, it squats so hard.
I know.
It's scary.
Here, it's awesome.
What's the limiter set to?
6,800.
That's it? That's what it was before because we had the stock heads. What do you
Yeah.
think we could take these ones to?
Oh yeah, we got springs retainers.
Yeah, we got springs, retainers.
Yeah, it's
72 probably.
8 even. I mean, whatever we want, really.
I mean, you turn the bat rod to like
9,000.
9, same
Yeah,
stuff.
it's the same stuff.
We don't gotta go that hard, but it could be somewhere
Yeah,
in the
that's what I'm
8,000s.
Yeah, it could be.
Easily another almost 2,000 RPM
Oh man,
if we wanted to.
And just that alone would make the gearing so much better too.
Yeah, imagine fourth gear at 8,000 RPM.
Climbing up some of those hills. That'd be awesome.
How much boost was that?
6 pounds of boost.
That's it?
That's it.
Was it on its way up, or is that just all it's making? I mean,
That's all it's making.
we do have a very
leveled
light.
off.
We have a light wastegate spring in there, so
Oh, we should change that.
I mean, we built the motor.
Oh, yeah, we built the motor. I mean,
I want
at
to see
least
500.
Give me 10 pounds, right?
Dude, this thing might do a wheelie on the dyno. Make sure that front strap down good.
I say we loosen them so it just catches.
You said you've dynoed sand rails and they've pulled wheelies before on the dyno,
yeah.
right?
Yep, that's pretty fun, honestly.
I did one, the tire was like this high. It was a little scary.
First hit on the Razzle Dazzle here. She made 380 horsepower on only 6 PSI of boost, and that is how much boost it's been making this whole time because that is what spring we have in the wastegate. We don't have any sort of boost controller on this thing, so if we do want to turn it up, right now we're probably just going to add vacuum tees and let it bleed off, but we're going to do one more pull and make sure that everything is good throughout the RPM range at the current boost level. It might make over 400 this time just because it wasn't done yet. It just kept climbing in power and we have more RPM to go now. And after that, we'll probably go ahead and start turning this thing up because I really want to see like 500 plus horsepower out of the old Dazzle here. But we're gonna go ahead and do another pull and get her all cleaned out. Holy crap. I made a little less.
Let's see what it did.
So I played that last pull back frame by frame and look at this freaking O-ring out of fire that it just shot. Dude, that is so freaking sick.
That is wild.
Have you ever seen an O-ring out of fire?
No. I mean, that is like a perfect O-ring too.
Dude, it literally...
I feel like Kyle's the king of O-rings. You know, between VTech Vicky and...
We get it, Razzle, you vape, but it just did it out of fire. That is so sick. So I made 40 horsepower less, but we were able to run it out actually because
40 horse less?
yeah, it did 380 before when you let out, and then that was 340.
Okay, we had just that middle where it dipped down was just rich.
Okay.
And the other one probably shows the power like that because the tires spin. Yeah. Is what I would bet.
All right, guys, going for our third dyno pull here. We got a vacuum tee added in line to the gate there, so we're gonna bleed off a little pressure, hopefully make closer to maybe like 10 PSI. We'll just have to see what that one does, see where we're at on power, but after reviewing that last pull and seeing that freaking flame ring, that was sick.
Exciting.
I've never seen that before, but Brent's doing his thing, making some more adjustments, and we're ready to make pull number 3, and this one should definitely be over 400.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna see where she lands. Razzle's starting to make some real power now.
Behind the time cover.
Sounds like behind the time cover or the front of his head.
Hearing a noise?
Yep. It's like a tink, 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 tink. It's like between a rattle and a tink.
Yeah, like
It's
a
not
little
like-
loose nut behind the time cover.
It's not like rod bearing or anything like that.
I heard it
something-
right to the end there.
Something
Yeah, she's
behind
making
the
a
time
tick.
cover in the head.
So a couple things happened on that last pull, guys. We heard a noise after we let off, and we took the cover off of where the timing belt goes to this head over here on this side because it sounded like it was coming from this area, and the timing belt is super loose. It's hard to see on camera, but this thing is floppy. You don't want a floppy belt on your motor, guys, and it was starting to make a whole bunch of noise, so that is telling us that the timing tensioner probably kind of took a crap on us. But everything else sounds good, and we were able to get the pulley bolt loose. It was really a tight fit in there trying to get everything in there, and we didn't know if we could make it happen, but we were able to break that bolt loose. Getting the pulley off right now so we can get the plastic front cover off, and we're gonna have to put a different timing belt tensioner on there, and we're gonna pin it so that it shouldn't do that again. And then it only made 6 PSI again on that one, and that was 355 horsepower, even though we added a T on the wastegate line, and we think it's because we had the air filter on the turbo right here, and it was really dirty. It's still pretty full of sand and stuff from when we went to Glamis, and that was probably restricting it. So we pulled that guy off. If we can fix the timing belt tensioner right now, we'll try to get it all back together and give it another go, and we're just gonna leave it how it is, but just without the air filter on there, and see if that was restricting our boost a little bit. But first we have to see if we can make all of this happen here, get her back together. But other than that, it is a simple fix. Luckily, it was nothing worse than that.
Yeah, we got it.
That was a close one there.
Yeah, we all heard the noise, and it sounded like it was behind the timing cover to me, and we weren't sure if it was there, the valve covers, and then once we pulled those covers off, we could tell.
Yep. So hopefully we get a new tensioner on there and get her back together.
Yeah, we'll get going again pretty soon.
Well, guys, bad news. We were getting everything put back together. We were turning the motor over to retime everything, and the motor was stopping at one point, right when is that number 1?
Yes.
It's right
When-
before TDC.
Right before the number 1 cylinder would hit TDC, when we were going to time it, the whole thing just stops and it won't let us turn all the way over. And we didn't know why. We pulled a coil out along with a spark plug, and we got a bore scope down in there. And it looks like something has been banging around in there. It's kind of hard to see on camera here. There's something over there. You can see the curve of it. It is really small, so we don't think it hit a valve.
This is
This is the
smaller
size of
than
the
a valve because that
Look how big
relief.
that is, and look how small that is.
Yeah, but something is in there. You can see all these little marks all over the top of the piston, and we are going to have to, unfortunately, pull the head back off on that side and see what's going on in there.
Yeah.
There's a chance that that belt coming loose could have caused an issue there, and it could have skipped timing a little bit, but it doesn't appear to be that is what's in there. We're thinking we also could have had a piece of debris in the intake from when the other motor blew up and we didn't get it all the way cleaned out, and that fell back into the hole, especially now that we're introducing boost to the engine, and we just don't know. So the freaking Razzle has been a pain, and it has fought us every step of the way, and it was just looking so promising. It sounded so good, made the most power it ever has, and she was singing, sounded super healthy, and then now we got this issue again. So unfortunately Wyatt just left, so I won't have any help, but I'm still here for a while, so I'll probably come back first thing tomorrow and just keep on working on this thing. I'm gonna have to pull the motor back out, which sucks because you can't get the heads off with it inside of there. So freaking dazzle, dude.
You got me, boo. I'll help you out.
Got Brett here. But unfortunately, we are calling it there for tonight. It shot a sick freaking fireball O-ring, so that was the highlight of the night.
That was a good highlight, though.
And everything else seems good. We don't think the piston needs to come out or anything, so there's that. We probably just gotta zip that head off, take a look at what's up in there. Hopefully the bottom of the head isn't too beat up too.
Yeah.
So I don't know, we'll figure it out, but that is for another night. We're calling it there. We've been messing with this thing for a few hours, and I'm ready to get going. I'll whip this video out for you guys, but freaking dazzle, dude.
Freaking dazzle.
I'm gonna get this thing good before I head back to Florida. It's happening.
Absolutely.
I still got time.
Because it's snowing, we got a blizzard going on, and we wanted to rip it, so.
I know, we already ran out of snow when we tried to pull the boat and snowboard, and now it's pouring snow. We're like, oh great, we're gonna have so much snow for tomorrow when it's done off the dyno, but this thing just does not want to cooperate. So we'll have to find out what happened to it, but sorry guys, I don't want to keep just showing all the stuff going wrong, but that's part of it. That's part of it. It was going so good too. This thing was ready to jam, but unfortunately, that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. And be sure to grab a hoodie or a shirt or something, and that's gonna do it. So see you guys tomorrow.
All right, see you tomorrow, guys.